So, hello, everybody. We are Julie and Chris from Freedom Frequency. In case you didn't know, now you know. And
If you don't know, now you know.
If you don't know, now you know. What song is that?
You know.
Biggie Smalls? Tupac?
It's Biggie.
So, yeah, we are having a lot of would you call them fights or arguments?
Debate, fight, argument.
Right, about Freedom Frequency and what Freedom Frequency is about. And just so you guys know, this is coming off from like a weekend, a big conference that we are doing. We're both in this leadership conference. We call it kind of like business school together. It's a 1-year program. And this weekend we had a very rigorous and exciting weekend. We were working on our business. And where we are right now is the vision of Freedom Frequency. And Chris we're both like overall on the same page.
Generally aligned,
generally on the same page with what we think Freedom Frequency is, and the direction we're going in and who we're serving. But we are not coming together in certain ways. So
would you say we're both maybe like type A? We're both drivers.
Both very, yeah. Oh yes. We are both very type A.
Both like to drive.
Both like to drive.
Except for the car. Julie doesn't have any interest driving the car.
No. Both in control, and gotten into, I would say, kind of a big argument, and it's fine. Like I actually wanted to be like done with this argument, but Chris was like, no, let's stay and let's just like
we were gonna not bother with the video,
right? Yeah, actually that's right. I was like, I can't do a video, we're still arguing right now.
This is the good stuff. People want to see us fighting in real time. Is
that what you guys want to see?
Maybe.
I know my friend Gabe was like, that's what we really want to see. But I appreciate you like literally saying that if we just say no, we're not going to do it, we're just not going to do it. It's going to be something else the next day.
There's always a reason.
There's always a reason.
Just like there's a reason not to travel, there's a reason to stay in a job. There's always a reason to do something that you may not be fulfilled in.
You
can always find a reason.
That's a topic that you wanted to talk about. We were also arguing about that. What do we want to talk about?
Do you guys like that topic? If you do, leave
I like that topic too, but today I wanted to talk about this topic.
It's all good. I still fit it in because it's live, so it's great.
You did. Man, I see you. It's all good though. And not that I don't like that topic. I do want to talk about it, but today I wanted to talk about this because this is very much relevant to exactly what we are going through right now. Is what is Freedom Frequency? So when we talked about like the foundation of Freedom Frequency, what is it that we want to create in the world? And for me, what I want to see is a world where people are courageous and living a life that is authentically self-designed. And maybe it's on the road. There's personal development, and there's traveling, there's adventure, and fun and creativity.
Yeah.
And so for me, the foundation of Freedom Frequency is that. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely something of that. I mean, I think you're the black sheep in your family, right?
I'm the black sheep.
For sure. And
also the favorite daughter.
And I'm probably the black sheep as well. Yeah. So
you might be now.
Maybe, but definitely now.
Yeah.
And that's great.
And that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think like unapologetic, authentic, what we're actually committed to, whatever that looks like. Yeah, that's what comes to mind right now. I want to travel more. I know we never, when we were working and surviving, we didn't really travel that much. So now we're about to, go on the road and travel.
Yeah, and I think what Chris is pointing to is that we lived in lives where we thought it had to look a certain way. We thought we needed to have, you know, this type of house, this type of job, this type of safety and security, and not to diminish anything, not to diminish any of that, but we were so locked in and hooked into this fixed way of living, which was mainly based on fear, if we're being honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fear, insecurity, and all of that, that we couldn't see a bigger vision for our life that was based on, we basically didn't allow ourselves to dream and act on our dreams. This is not doing this right now. Living in an RV in 200 square feet is not even something that we dared to dream. And I think, Chris, what you're pointing to, correct me if I'm wrong, is that this is what we want to inspire people to do. Whether or not you're living in an RV, is to
find your dream.
Find your dream, dare to dream, and dare to have the courage to start taking actions to fulfill on your dream and work through whatever it is that's holding you back. You know, whether it's the fear of I don't know, like fear of what people may think, fear of you know, I don't know, losing your job, or fear of like, you know, not knowing what you would do.
Yeah. How does it look?
How does it look? What do people
think?
Yeah. I thought that I was going to be doing a career of being in a portfolio manager in commercial real estate for the rest of my life. When I shared this in a previous video before, but I think I had struggled with anxiety for a long time, and for 10 years, actually. And in one of my appointments with my therapist, she said to me, you know, like, it sounds like you just don't really enjoy your job. Why don't you think about doing something else? And I was like, are you kidding me? If I wasn't doing that, what would I be doing? Who would I be? And so I'm not saying to people, I don't think we're saying like quit your job or anything like that. Like right now, we're just saying like, just question what you think is available to you. So I got really triggered in that session. But after a while, I did ask myself, like, wait a minute, I am actually really capable. I am actually very smart, and I have skills.
I have skills.
We have skills. You have skills. You're just not giving yourself credit for it, you know?
Or maybe you're not. Maybe you are.
Maybe you are. But like, I would assert that perhaps you're not giving yourself enough credit for everything that you're bringing into the world. So I think ultimately, like, that's what we're stand for. And living on the road, doing this life in an RV is an expression of freedom, and an expression of what is important to us and what we want for people. And so, and here's where the rubber meets the road. I'm not sure if I'm even using that analogy correctly.
I don't think so, but who knows? We'll find out if you are.
But how do we express that in Freedom Frequency in a way that will serve you guys? I think that the message should be a little bit more narrow, and in that we inspire people to live life on the road, you know, because underneath that, in order to do that, there's a lot of liberation that you got to go through on the inside, which is what we're really talking about, right? So that's where I think we should head as Freedom Frequency, is a channel for people who are inspired by living this nomadic life on the road, and, you know, with personal development content as well. So what I think that the channel how we should create content is around how to do life in on the road, what we did to get there, and, you know, personal development and mindset. So anyway, I did a lot of talking. Your turn.
Well, it doesn't have to be my turn, but yeah, I think that that's great. And, you know, there might be other things that people want to see, and, we're looking for comments around that. And yeah, like I don't disagree with anything you said. And I think the underlying, like at least what my underlining message is, it doesn't actually have to always be what you know to be, like the way you were raised, the way it was supposed to go, all that stuff. Things don't have to actually go that way.
So would it be fair to say that you'd rather focus more on mindset and personal development?
No, I'd rather just kind of do and just
wing
see
it.
see what happens.
So just put a bunch of stuff out there and then just see what. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Just throw some paint at the wall, like what are the impressionists? Is that the
no, those are the splatter.
Yeah, who does that? Like
Jeff Koons?
I guess.
Is that right?
I'm thinking of someone else.
Do you guys know who we're talking about?
But yeah, like it doesn't look like art to me, but maybe that's my form of art, is just,
Okay. So we need your help. So
this is a call to action.
We need some help here. Should we kind of just throw a bunch of things out there like Jeff Koons, if I'm even, referencing?
So.
I think I'm right, actually. Now you're making me want to look this up.
I don't know if you're going to stop the video looking at it.
I don't think so. See, the camera's still on. Jeff Koons art. Oh, he does a dog. No, but I'm looking for the splatter.
It's not.
Oh, really?
It's like Andy's. I don't know.
Oh, well, who knows? If you guys know, let us know. Wait, how do I come back?
That tab.
Wait, where? Oh, here it is. Stream. Oh, here it is.
Well, we're lost. We are lost in StreamYard. I think it's
here
another
it is.
tab
It's this one right here. Okay. All right.
There we go. Maybe you lost. Maybe you saw it.
So it's not Jeff Koons.
No.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Some artist that just throws paint at the wall.
There's a famous one, though.
There is.
Okay.
I thought it was Andy something.
Warhol. You're thinking about Andy Warhol. He's not the famous one that
with
this splatters paint. That I know for sure.
We'll have to look that up.
You don't believe me?
I wouldn't be surprised, but it's okay. It's okay.
So the question is, should we just try a bunch of stuff, not really have a focus? I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Like, what are you?
I'm just saying, like, show you where we go. Just show you what happens when we go there. Show you like what we fight about when we fight about it, because we're living in this small space, and just kind of like, give a glimpse into like what's actually happening and find a niche from there. So
traveling, like sharing about
definitely
traveling, of course, and letting people into our relationship.
Yeah.
And what we fight about, and I would say how we resolve it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else?
Yeah, like today, the way we resolved our fight was we took the time to actually allow each other to feel heard.
Took a little while.
We had to stop.
Yeah, it took a little while.
And give a lot of things up.
But it's progress though, because
we would have just not filmed yesterday or 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
And also, like, I would have carried this with me for days.
Yeah, you think it'll be done after this video or no?
No, I think it'll be done.
That's good.
There is something underlying that we do need to resolve though, right? Like, who is actually driving and who's a co-pilot? Or are we both pilots?
Who should be driving? Yeah, well, that's a
how
good
are
question.
you gonna get them to vote? Don't do that. Don't comment on that. And then I want to go a little bit more strategic and just talk about personal development as well as life on the road. Now that we're saying it out loud,
when you
we're
say
saying
it out loud,
the
it says
same
the
thing.
same thing.
So what are we fighting about?
Yeah, so I guess
what do you guys want to see?
What do you want to see more of?
Yeah, our relationship, how our fights and how we resolve it, mindset and personal development. Like, what did we do to get us on the road?
Yeah,
and how do we stay on the road while I think this goes back to the first thing, while just living in 200 square feet with each other, right? And or the third thing is where we're traveling to,
Yeah, I definitely want to
adventures.
do adventure videos.
Yeah, we're gonna
no
do
matter
that.
what, so.
And then the fourth thing is like how to do RV life.
Yeah.
Is that what are you guys interested in that?
Maybe not.
Let us know.
We'll probably still film it anyway.
I know. Anyway, we just wanted to get some ideas, but please leave us some comments. Please subscribe. Let us know what you want to see. And we would really appreciate your feedback.
Yeah, I say we'll make videos on anything that seems like we can make a video on. So if you have comments, make them and subscribe so that when we make that video, we can
you get the notification,
tag you or notify you or whatever.
Yep. All right. Well,
if you give us a good title for a video, we'll put it as the title.
That helps too. That helps.
Because then we don't have to fight or argue about what the title's going to be.
Yeah.
Which is usually about what happens. What should the title be?
With that, I'm sure we're going to come up with a good title tomorrow, and we're going to say good night because we have some dinner plans. So have a great night, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.